Hi, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to Weekly Midnight Radio episode 65. Selamat malam, selamat datang di Weekly Midnight Radio episode ke-65. Wah, malam ini kita baru saja mendengarkan satu lagu. Tadi ada Stella Jang dengan Villain pada episode ke-65 sebagai lagu pembuka kita pada episode ke-65 pada malam kali ini. Dan seperti biasa nanti akan ada bincang-bincang dengan bintang tamu. Dan bintang tamu kita pada malam hari ini ialah seorang streamer dari negara tetangga, negara Malaysia, yakni Natalie. Nanti kita akan bincang-bincang dengan Natalie di segmen pertama, 2, dan 3. Anjay, fresh kali. Nggak ada, ini semua rambutnya jadi geser sedikit. So yeah, we just listen to a song, Villain by Stella Jang as the opening song of Weekly in Radio episode 65. And as usual, we will have a chit-chat or casual conversation later with a streamer, a Twitch streamer from Malaysia, from our neighbor country, Natalie. We are going to talk with Natalie later in segment 1, 2, and 3 later after this opening, and also another break after this one. As usual, if you guys wanted to participate actively, you can use your channel point. If you want to request any song, feel free to use the channel point, like a few people on the chat room already. And if you wanted to ask any question later to the guest star, you can also use your channel point. 99 via text on the chat room, or 369 if you wanted to ask question via audio and talk directly to Natalie. What else, yeah? Oh, we also have a closed caption feature if you want to catch up with the discussion but probably couldn't catch up like listening directly. You can turn on the closed caption feature. The closed caption is available in English at this moment because we are going to talk in English with the guest star later. What else, yeah? Oh, this is currently episode 65 of Weekly Midnight Radio, and if you wanted to track back, if you want to retrace our old episode, you can just Google the program Weekly Midnight Radio, and it will be available on various platforms, whether on Spotify, whether on YouTube, whether on YouTube Music, Apple Music, Amazon Music, and any other platform that is available on the internet. That's all, I guess. What else? Dalam bahasa Indonesia, mungkin ada pendengar dan penonton dari Indonesia yang mungkin ingin berpartisipasi aktif malam ini. Karena gestarnya dari negeri tetangga, Malaysia, jadi kita akan menggunakan bahasa Inggris secara umum. Jadi kalau misalnya mau bertanya, nanti akan saya terjemahkan ke bahasa Inggris. Kemudian kalau mau berpartisipasi aktif, silahkan gunakan channel point-nya. Untuk bertanya bisa 99 channel point saja di text room, di text via text di chat room, atau 369 via audio kalau mau ngobrol langsung dengan Natalie nanti. Itu saja sepertinya. Setelah ini ada satu lagu, ada Fajar Sekali atau Dola versi campur di request oleh Mas Kun dari Maman Fandi Angga Dermawan. Ada satu request lagi tapi akan kita putarkan nanti ya, setelah the segmen pertama nanti. Itu saja sepertinya. Mau menyapa-nyapa dulu, tadi ada Mas Kun, terus ada Aerocool, ada Garlic Bread SR, ada Gyoru juga. Selamat malam, selamat datang. Sekali lagi selamat menikmati episode ke-65 dari Weekly Midnight Radio. After this one, we are going to listen to a song, Fajar Sekali or Dola versi campur by Maman Fendi or Angga Dermawan, requested by Mas Kun. There is another requested song by Garlic Bread SR, and we are going to play that song later after the first segment. That's all. Without further ado, enjoy the next song, ya. So yeah, welcome back to Weekly Midnight Radio episode 65. Welcome, selamat datang kembali di Weekly Midnight Radio episode ke-65. Kita tadi baru saja mendengarkan dua lagu, jadinya ada Fajar Sekali atau Dola versi campur di request oleh Mas Kun. Kemudian ada dari Maman Fundi dan Angga Dermawan di request oleh Mas Kun. Lalu ada Bad Boy dari Juniel di request oleh Garlic Bread SR. Karena tadi kita masih setting-setting di belakang, jadi belum terlalu selesai. So we just listen to two song, Fajar Sekali or Dola versi campur by Maman Fundi and also Angga Dermawan, requested by Mas Kun. There is also another song, Bad Boy by Juniel, that requested by Garlic Bread SR. And as you guys can see, the guest star is, you can see the guest star up here, Natalie, another streamer from Twitch, which is from our neighbor country, Malaysia.
Yeah.
Sebentar, I'm going to read some comment, ya. Because the guest star for tonight is from Malaysia, we are going to use English mostly in the session. But if you guys wanted to talk in Indonesia, I can just translate it to English later on. A second. What is
It's
going
funny
on?
though, because our countries are so similar, like Malay and Indonesian, that I
Yeah.
can actually understand when you speak Indonesian, but I can't speak Malay, so I can only understand, but I cannot speak back to you.
It's okay. At least you can understand.
It's
And
very
people-
similar. It's very similar.
Yeah, and people won't be able to troll you basically because you totally understand what they are saying.
True.
Okay, I'm going to read the comment first ya. Gini dong Bang, kan jadi semangat nontonnya. Bang Adli gak baru tutup aja mukanya. Gesternya sepertinya paham itu dunia perwibuan sejenis. What else? Luar biasa hari ini tamunya jauh. Enggak sih. Natalie live in Malaysia and I live in Sumatra, so we are not that far practically. Iya, lagunya
Like
tadi
what?
betul.
1 hour, 2 hours?
We are practically in the same hour actually, just a different number.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah, I'm 1 hour in the future.
Correct. Oke, keluarkan Melayumu Bang. Saya yakin Mbak Natalie ngerti kok bahasa. Betul. Melayu bahasa kayaknya confusing juga. Better English a little. Oke. Okay, as usual, before we are going to start segment 1, I'm going to show you guys a few clips from Natalie Tay, our guest star for tonight, streamer from Malaysia. She have been streaming for a pretty long time, and perhaps most of you guys don't even know about this streamer before. So perhaps this compilation can actually introduce you guys to how Natalie usually stream on her Twitch channel. Also, if you guys probably have watched Natalie all this time, I don't know who else is watching or listening to this program at this time. But in case there are viewers from Natalie who probably have been following along Natalie from a pretty long time, this clip probably going to remind you guys from what Natalie have been doing in the past 3 years practically. You're gonna be okay. So yeah, enjoy this clip from Natalie Tay's channel.
Close, I mean, on horseback.
What?
Get down!
Nora can upgrade weapons and equipment, as well as manufacture new items from blueprints. To do this, provide the repair vendor with the resources you will undoubtedly find as you rummage through the entire area.
You can fill me with whatever you want, big guy. Insert your axe. I'll give you the time of your life.
You're sick, you know that?
Deeper? Again? Oh, yes, honey, more! More! Yes!
What am I upgrading? I got somewhere along the lines. I got confused. Round attack, crushing roundhouse blow starting at.
No, I'm not sucking anyone's just so they can. Look, I gotta go. Make the advance. We'll powwow later. V, glad you could make it.
That's
Jefferson.
inappropriate there.
Grab a seat, please. I'll
The
explain why I
timing.
asked you to.
Wrong way, wrong way, wrong way, wrong way, wrong way, wrong way. Go stun, 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 go stun.
FBI, open up!
Why are you running? From that? Ew, water level! Oh, wait, I'm back. Okay, where is my car? Ah, there we go. How? How the? What were you thinking? Be careful next time, dummy. Be careful next time, baka.
30 seconds.
Okay, yeah, I'll come where you are here.
Hehehe. Oh, snack. They don't know. They don't know. Ooh. She don't know. Oh! They know!
You see, but
Melody. Melody is so cute. Castle. And 2 style twin. Snow and Storm. Then our last member is our leader of the Phantom Stars. That is... me? Oh my god! Oh my god! Natalie the freaking hot. Sorry. I'm crying. I'm crying. And they will make the world more vibrant and stylish. They're shining and shimmering stars, ready to bring happiness to everyone.
Close. I mean, on horseback.
We are done. Natalie in the background actually commented like this. Watching these clips kind of give her a nostalgic feeling, right?
Yeah, it's been a long time.
So yeah, the guest star for tonight is Natalie Tay. In case you guys, most of the viewer who is currently watching probably haven't watched Natalie channel before. Natalie usually plays so many games practically, and you can actually see how vary the game that she usually play on his channel. Okay, without further ado, we are going to change to the next segment, yeah? Okay, so the guest star for tonight is Natalie Tay, and as usual, we are going to divide the segment into 3 segments. There is introduction and sneak peek in the beginning, and then there will be stories behind streaming scene in the next segment, and then there will be trivia and closing mark in the end. That's all practically. As usual, if you guys wanted to actively participate in this program, you can use your channel point. If you want to ask any question, feel free to use your channel point, 99 channel point only via text, or 369 if you wanted to ask any question via Discord, via audio. And if you want to request any song, I guess you can still request any song. Request via channel point to 189 channel points only, as long as the song is available on Spotify. That's all practically.
Are you tired after doing all the intro?
No, I'm just kinda so confused in my mind right now. But let's start, yeah. Okay, we are going to start segment 1, introduction and sneak peek of guest star. Before we are going to ask a question from viewer, first perhaps actually better for you to introduce yourself, Nat. Your username, nickname, living area, age probably, and also what are you actually busy with in real life?
Yeah. Kind of an interesting question to answer because I just go by my real name on Twitch as well. So my name is Natalie Tay and my username is Natalie Tay. But a lot of people just call me Nat. You can call me Nat. Your chatters can call me Nat. I'm from Malaysia. I'm 28 this year.
Wait. We're basically almost the same age. I'm 39 though.
The same age? Oh my god. Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, I just turned 28 this month. Last month. Oh my god, it's December.
Oh, 96 then.
Yeah, 96.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and what I usually do is I work as a games journalist and I also organize events in Malaysia. So I kind of use my Twitch to catch up on games that I need to review on my website. So it's a little bit like work / casual / well, it's mostly work these days.
Okay. Do you mind if I actually like specifically asking where do you live? Do you live in Kuala Lumpur though?
Yeah. I live in KL, so it's the heart of Malaysia, I guess. The city.
So practically, if there is a game event, you can just go straight to the event.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh,
so like that's pretty much my job also. So I organize a lot of events in KL.
Do you mind if I also ask about the job itself? Like, do you do freelancer or do you actually include it in one big media or something?
So, yeah, it is kind of like a interesting thing, I think, because usually streamers keep their real life stuff separate from their streamer stuff. But for me, my streamer stuff and my work stuff has always been one and the same. So I am part of this company called The Magic Brain.
Okay.
We have a media outlet, so it's a digital website where we cover news about anime and cosplay and gaming. And we also have an events team. So we organize community events on the ground here at KL.
Oh, a second. In
Yeah.
the beginning, there's also a comment here, including KL Level Up. You actually covered this event, two of you, months ago, right?
Yeah, we covered it, but we were there as media, so we didn't organize Level Up.
Oh, okay. There's a comment
Yeah.
actually in the beginning. You seems like the type of someone who know a lot of about Weibo. Do you know Weibo?
Yeah,
Do you? Like you
yeah,
said,
quite a bit. Yeah,
you said the Magic Rain also cover anime, cosplay, and such.
Yeah,
Do
yeah.
you cover that by yourself, or there is a team specifically for that?
there's a team. Yeah, we have a small team that runs the website and the events things. But I am the editor-in-chief of the website, so
Wow.
I know quite a bit. I cover quite a bit of anime and games on personally as well.
Okay. May I actually ask, like, how many years have this website and this media actually has been established?
It
2
started
years
off
ago?
as a volunteer-run thing, so I actually joined it when I was in university. So if you count those years, it's been going on for about 7 years.
Wow.
Yeah, long time.
But it's been growing pretty good lately.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
It took a
okay.
bit of a pause during pandemic, and then after pandemic, it started to grow again very quickly.
Oh no, my connection.
Oh, is it okay?
Yeah, but it's actually green and yellow and seems to be okay. Again. Let's just continue.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you said before, your username is practically Natalite, and this is practically your real name.
Yeah.
Any meaning behind Natalite? Why do you actually use Natalite only? Why not like disguise your username?
I think it started because I wanted to my initial intention was always to link my streamer persona and my work, because I do so much work with the developers and event organizers that it just made more sense for me to like have a unified branding.
Yeah,
If that
understand.
makes sense. So that people know me as Natalie Tay on Twitch, but they also know me as Natalie Tay in real life. And it's actually helped me build a lot of connections with people at work, but also online.
Okay, it also make you practically kinda genuinely this is me, right? Not impersonating other
Yeah,
people.
pretty much.
It's practically like me too. My real name is also Adli, and practically I use the same brand everywhere. So people
Nice.
can actually know more and actually know, hey, this is actually the real me and not impersonated by other people. There's a comment
Nice.
here. Nice. Usually I found that not so many weeboo from her country. Really? And maybe I'm just a bit too inexperienced. From Southeast Asia regions, the one country that kinda typical famous for its anime enthusiasts is the Isle nation up north, the Philippines. Do you think there are not that many people who is actually also a weeboo?
Oh no, there's so
On
many
Malaysia?
weebs in Malaysia. Yeah. Malaysia is full of anime people. I would say there's more anime fans than gamers in Malaysia.
Yeah, perhaps because it's actually like more easily approachable.
Yeah. And I think the other one is Singapore. There's a lot of weebs in Singapore.
Yeah, considering the total population. Somehow my connection, it's red again.
Oh no.
Let's just
Do you want
continue.
to- Okay.
Okay, there is a question from viewer. Ankero-kun asking a question. Is there any plan to become a VTuber?
Ooh, actually, that's how I started streaming. I was a PNG tuber.
Yeah, but PNG
When I
tuber is not
started
VTuber,
streaming.
no?
Depends who you ask, I guess.
Okay.
But for me, yeah, I started off as a PNG tuber, and then I decided to swap to camera
Hmm?
because of the same reason I told you just now, which is it makes more sense for people to see my face.
Yeah.
Then when I try to like reach out to the developer for like collaborations for events or for media, then they kind of like know my face already because they saw it on Twitch, you know. So it makes it's a branding thing again.
Okay. Like, it's actually better to just show who you are rather than actually just disguise everything behind a PNG tuber.
Yeah, it's a very unique case, I think. I think a lot of people have good reasons to like want to hide how they look like or who they are, but for me it just happens to be more beneficial for people to see my face and know my name.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, there is a comment. AZN Brownie commented, I'm a VTuber. Most VTuber consider PNG tuber to be a VTuber. Oh, okay. Just a different medium of virtual. Okay. Also, Ned, not if you wanted to read any comment, you can actually just read the comment.
Oh, okay.
Okay. We are going to continue with the next question then, I guess. My next question. Why is my next question? Oh, why do you start streaming on Twitch and since when? Seems like you actually have started streaming for a pretty long time ago. I saw the clip, the oldest clip is 5 years.
Huh? 5 years? No way. I don't think it was 5 years. Maybe 3 years, I think.
I guess actually like 5 years. Like, it's been a really long time ago. And then I decided, or perhaps I'm actually misremembering the thing.
I think it was 3 years. 3 years.
3
I
years?
recently checked my earliest stream. I think it was 3 years ago because I was trying to remember how long I've been streaming. Even I forgot.
Yeah, understandable.
Yeah. So I started streaming about 3 years ago. I started because of the pandemic.
Oh, because of COVID?
Yeah. Because of COVID. Yeah.
In the beginning of the COVID? Or like in the middle of the COVID?
I think about 1 year into COVID, I started streaming. And it was mainly because I was miserable at my job and I needed something to work because I couldn't go out of the house to go and meet people because it was COVID and it was lockdown. And so I just started streaming as a way to like connect with people during COVID.
Okay.
And then it slowly became like a good distraction from work as well. Because back then I was working in an advertising agency and I was working like super late nights. Like my work was ending at like 11 p.m., 1 a.m.
Wow.
And so I just streamed video games to like give myself a break. Like force myself to not think about work.
Okay. Wait a second, what am I going to ask before, yeah? And then you basically resign from this job and then you move to a new job that you're currently doing.
Yeah. So I mentioned earlier, like I started with the Magic Rain back when I was in uni, right? So actually all this time I was still working on the Magic Rain projects. It's just that after the lockdown ended and after the pandemic began, then we really looked into doing the Magic Rain on a more full-time basis.
Okay.
So I quit my job and then I started doing the Magic Rain on a full-time basis.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
A second, I want to ask another question regarding this job. So you're practically doing this job right now without really any specific time because it's actually a media, or do you still have a like specific time, 9 to 5?
Oh, like work hours?
Yeah.
No, not really. Because the company is still trying to rapidly expand. So we are still figuring out. Like we haven't really stabilized yet, to be honest.
Okay.
We don't really have like a dedicated like team on certain things yet, and a lot of people are doing a lot of things. So until we can kind of stabilize across the board, then maybe we'll have a 9 to 5. But right now it's really like the hustle stage of it. So if you ask me if I have a 9 to 5, I don't have a 9 to 5. I have like a 12 to 12.
Okay. Let's continue. Yeah, there's a comment. It's about 3 years and a few months, said Azen Brownie.
Yeah, Brownie would know. Brownie's my mom.
Have Brownie been there since the beginning?
Yeah. Because I was inspired to start streaming because of a mutual friend of Brownie and mine.
Okay.
This mutual friend is somebody I know in real life who started streaming during pandemic as well.
Okay.
So Brownie knew her first. Her Twitch username is Aerocool Haru.
Okay.
And then she pulled me into streaming, and then that's how I met Brownie also.
Oh.
Yeah, so like pretty much from the beginning, yeah.
Okay. So basically, Brownie have known a lot of things about you.
Yeah.
Okay, let's continue.
Don't
Yeah,
expose me, Brownie.
Okay, let's continue. Yeah, there's a question from viewer.
Yeah.
Reo Pusino asks a question. Is it kinda hard when you swap from PNG tuber to show your face?
Ooh. It was a bit at first.
Why?
Because I wasn't I wouldn't say I was like very comfortable on camera.
Really?
I just yeah. Not at first.
Okay.
Because I don't know, there's some people who are more comfortable on camera like naturally. I wouldn't consider myself like somebody that's very comfortable on camera naturally. But I wanted to make the jump because for me I was at the PNG tuber stage, right? So for me it was either I become a full-on VTuber with like a 3D model.
Yeah.
Or I go into on-camera streaming, because at that point in time I was thinking my channel has to grow. I should take one of these directions.
Decision. Okay.
Yeah. So I made the decision to just like turn on the camera and then got comfortable with it as we went on, I think.
I want to ask a follow-up question though. Does your viewer say something after you transitioning from PNG tuber to webcam streamer? Like probably people like actually praising like, I can actually see your expression better and actually enjoy your stream better now since you actually become a webcam streamer.
Yeah. A lot of people actually responded to the webcam like a lot
Positively.
very positively. Yeah, correct. They responded very positively because they like to see like the reactions, because I play a lot of like horror games and action games, so it's more dynamic to be able to see my reaction.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like the Atomic Heart before and also the Fortnite that they know, they don't know. There's actually, wow. The expression tells a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's continue, yeah? My last question in this segment. My next question is, what do you usually stream on Twitch? Do you play single player games only? And are you also open to multiplayer session?
I mostly play single player games. So I usually play a lot of like narrative driven story type games.
Like a story. Like a space before Unbound Vivo?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or even like the Last of Us or God of War. So a lot of like big single player games with big narratives. I don't often play multiplayer games, no. Usually single player.
Really? Somehow I actually met and also see you play a lot of Fortnite though. Back then?
I think there was like 2 exceptions. I used to play a lot of Fortnite. I don't play Fortnite anymore. Bored with it. And then I play Overwatch quite often.
Okay.
But usually I wouldn't say it's a main like focus of my channel to do multiplayer stuff. I don't play multiplayer stuff very often.
Okay, there's a comment. RIP Fortnite Fridays.
Yeah, that was the name of the podcast I was telling you about just now.
Yeah, sometimes I actually like see you playing Fortnite, but at the same time you also doing podcasts in the background.
Yeah, that was a weird idea. Like my friend and I had I think the last episode that we did might have been like a year ago. But for about 1 year we did Fortnite Fridays. And that was fun. It was weird and fun.
What is this podcast about though? Like you're practically just talking anything in the Friday session and Fortnite.
Yeah. So it was mainly focusing on the streaming ecosystem. So it's actually quite similar to this podcast, but more chaotic because we will invite streamers to join us on Fortnite Fridays and force them to download Fortnite and play Fortnite with us. And so we will do the podcast while we are playing Fortnite.
Okay, so luring and baiting then.
Yeah, because it was inspired by Styra and Chad, about how the two of us founded a Twitch streamer group together called the Cham Drinkers. And we used to do our meetings for the Cham Drinkers while playing Fortnite. So like we would have our co-founders meetings while playing Fortnite. Then we were like, what if we just turn this into a podcast?
Okay.
So we did that for like a year. And then, yeah, we kind of ran out of things to talk about, I think.
Run out of those things to talk about.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a comment. We did one earlier this year with Lot.
Did we?
Did we? You don't
So
even remember
that was
that?
the last one. I get that was the last one. It's been a long year.
Okay. I want to ask something. Because you said you are practically rarely stream anymore lately. And you also usually stream co-working session lately. Why are you transitioning to this kind of category?
It's because I got too busy at work. Really, really. So it was my in real life stuff with the Magic Ring got way too busy. Like this year we were doing minimum 2 events a month. 2? Yeah.
Wait,
So
you actually have to attend the event twice a month?
Yeah. We were organizing events twice a month.
Oh my god, must be so busy.
So it was crazy busy and I didn't have time to play games at all. And I think in the middle of the year, I barely streamed. And then I started doing co-working streams because I found that it helped with my productivity, but it also keeps my channel alive.
Okay.
And a lot of people, I realized that a lot of people actually quite enjoy the co-working sessions because it's kind of like, you're bored in the middle of the day and you like to have some company while you work. And so people will just sit and chat and work together with me while I work. And so it just became like that. I still play games, but just not as much as I used to.
Okay. Do you have any, I don't know, favorite apps or game that you usually open when you are doing co-working session? I noticed there's something like Lo-fi type of thing.
Yeah.
What is that thing called?
So it's called Spirit City Lo-Fi Sessions.
Spirit City Lo-Fi Session?
Yeah, it's a game on Steam, actually.
Huh? Wait, you have to purchase
like a
this one?
productivity game. Yes, but it's not that expensive, I think. I can't remember how much it was.
Okay.
But it's basically like a productivity game.
Yeah.
And just around that time, there was a lot of productivity games suddenly springing out of nowhere. There was Spirit City Lo-Fi Sessions, then there was Rusty's Retirement. Then we had a game made by a Malaysian studio called Weirdlets that also is a productivity tool. So there was a lot coming out around that time. And so sometimes I just, when I do co-working streams, I keep it in the background. So there's something for the viewer to watch or something running in the background instead of just looking at my face.
Okay. The Weirdlets also have another update in this past few days, I believe.
Oh, yes.
The collaboration with Among Us.
Yeah, that was so exciting.
Will you also play the update?
I did. I checked it out earlier this week, I think. Or last week. Yeah.
I haven't checked it out yet. But I also received the email.
You should because the update is only for 2 weeks, I think. And after that, it's gone.
Oh, so better catch
So you
up
should
before
check
it's
it out
actually
before
gone.
it's gone. Yeah.
Okay. I want to ask something else, or perhaps actually better for me to ask this later, yeah, in the last segment.
Yeah.
I want to ask about the Cham Drinker actually.
Ah.
You said you were co-founding this group before. Does it actually still alive right now? I actually
Yeah, it
saw
is,
the
it
Cham
is.
Drinker is still like receiving some, what is this, love call practically from developer or publisher game to collab and promoting game.
Yeah. So we started Cham Drinkers. If you don't know what the Cham Drinkers is, for people in your chat, the Cham Drinkers is a Southeast Asian group of Twitch streamers dedicated to spotlighting indie games, and then mostly Southeast Asian indie games.
Okay.
So for us, we basically started it because I have a lot of connections with the developers. Tyra and I have a lot of connections with developers. They always are looking for streamers to highlight their games.
Okay.
And so we help them connect with streamers. It's pretty simple. Because the streamers don't always know the developers personally.
Correct.
And then the developers don't always know the streamers. So we act as sort of like a bridge.
Okay. So practically the developer and the publisher just contacted one of you, whether you or Styra, and then basically you are going to connect with all of those Cham Drinker streamer.
Yeah. So we've still been active. We do minimum of one collab a month.
Okay.
Yeah. So every month we're showcasing like a different game.
So practically every country in Southeast Asia have a representative on the group.
No, not every country. We have members from let me think. Philippines, Singapore, Malaysia, of course. Do we still have Indonesia? I think so. But yeah, it's mainly these 4 countries right now.
Okay. There are no Vietnam, Thailand, and also Brunei at this
No,
moment.
we don't, unfortunately.
Oh, why though?
I think with Thailand and Vietnam specifically, it's a language barrier thing also.
Oh.
Yeah. What we notice is it's quite easy to coordinate, for example, Philippines, Singapore, and Malaysia, because most of the streamers speak English. But even with developers in Vietnam, it's quite difficult to build connections with them because they mostly speak Vietnamese. Yeah.
Okay. I guess that's all.
I would love to.
Like for me, there are no more questions in this first segment. We are going to take a break after this one then.
Okay.
Also, I see no question from the viewer at this time, so perhaps it's okay for us to take a break. Okay. Then there will be 2 songs after this one. There is a Forehead by Heya Kim, who requested this one before, yeah? I really forgot. A second. We are nervous. Why are you nervous? I'm not nervous. Probably I'm actually nervous, but I don't want to show it really well. Hey. Let's see. Who requested this before? Yoru, Kaze Yoru. There is 2 songs after this one. There is Forehead by Heya Kim, requested by Kaze Yoru. And then there is also Childish Adult by Gami, requested by Indong. After this one, we are going to continue with second segment. Still talking casual conversation or chit chat with a guest star tonight, Natalie Tay. Before and without further ado, enjoy the next 2 songs. Welcome back to Weekly Midnight episode 65. Selamat datang kembali di Weekly Midnight episode ke-65. Kita bersama mendengarkan 2 lagu. Tadi ada Forehead dari Heya Kim, di request oleh Kazeyoru, dan ada Childish Adult dari Gami, di request oleh Indong. We just listen to 2 songs. Forehead by Heya Kim, requested by Kazeyoru, and also there is Childish Adult by Gami, requested by Indong. Such a really dramatic song. And now we are going to continue with the second segment. Still chit-chat or casual discussion with a guest star tonight, Natalie Tay. Now we are going to continue with the second segment, stories behind streaming scene of guest star, which is practically much more heavier than before, supposedly. But yeah, I wanted to remind anyone who is currently watching or listening to this episode, if you guys wanted to actively participate, you can use your channel point to ask any question. 99 channel points only via text on the chat room, or 369 if you wanted to talk directly to Nat. You can ask any question, really. As long as it's totally appropriate, you can ask any question. Don't think too hard. Don't overthink the question. Like if you actually ask in Indonesian, I can actually translate it to English, not Malaysian. Okay. Without further ado, let's continue, yeah? With the first question from me. Do you have any habit that you do while streaming or before the stream?
Oh,
Do you though?
not really. I should though, because
You should?
OBS has been breaking on me. So I should
Ah.
probably check all my audio inputs and everything before I start stream. But now it's a bit of a tradition. Every time I start stream, I find out which audio inputs are not working. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I think it's because I use wireless earbuds.
Uh-huh.
And then it messes up my audio input on OBS. So I always have to like turn it off and then turn it on again. And then everything works. I don't know.
Okay. So
So I
basically,
should probably.
if you wanted to stream, you just start streaming without no planning or whatsoever.
Yeah, kind of. I've been doing it for so long that I don't feel the need to have like any major setup or anything. I just make sure the game is running and then I just hop onto stream.
I want to ask something though. Because you usually like work on the stream, right? Like you do co-working session. Have you ever had any accident when you accidentally reveal anything that is supposed to be secretive on the stream?
Oh.
No?
No, not really. I think because I'm used to it. Because I do so much media work, right? And then we get a lot of things that are embargo.
Uh-huh.
So we're not supposed to reveal it to anybody.
Correct.
And so, and I do a lot of business development also. So I'm constantly hearing a lot of that I'm not supposed to tell anyone. So maybe I got used to it.
Okay.
So, thankfully, so far, no issues.
Okay. So basically, like you usually do, you just show the Spirit City Lovey session on the stream and also your face.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's continue. There is a question from viewer. This is probably like related with your weeboo or anime loving session before. Do you understand some of the Japanese word, whether it's hiragana or kanji or katakana? And could you understand some Japanese language text on game? Sorry, it's becoming two questions. A question from Alex.
Oh my gosh.
You seems to understand
Actually-
Japanese though.
Because I
Considering-
look like it.
Considering you said baka ni shiraide on that game before.
Oh my god. This is just I know maybe like a few phrases like here and there.
Uh-huh.
But that is just from like watching anime. I don't think I know Japanese. But it's interesting that Alo asks whether I know like kanji. Because actually kanji is Chinese characters, right?
Correct.
Alright,
Hanja.
yeah. Kanji is like Chinese characters. And then I studied Chinese for 6 years. So I studied it in primary school. So that's why I can speak and I can write some basic Chinese. And so
Okay.
sometimes you'll see kanji written and it's Japanese and it's pronounced a different way. But I know the meaning because it means the same thing, Japanese and Chinese. But I just know how to pronounce it in Chinese. I don't know how to pronounce it in Japanese.
Oh, there is another viewer and also mutual streamer back then. He currently live in Germany and he also said the same. He understand Chinese character, which is practically the same as kanji in Japanese, but
Yeah,
he
yeah.
couldn't pronounce it in Japanese because it's the different pronunciation.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Oh, so do you know a lot of kanji then? Or Chinese character?
Oh,
I heard there are so many characters in Chinese though.
yeah, there is a lot. I don't think my vocab is very good because I only studied until primary 6. So I know all the basic things, but I don't know more
The
complex.
complex.
Yeah.
Okay. So you basically don't really know about hiragana and also katakana then?
I tried learning a while ago and then it didn't work out. I couldn't remember anything.
Okay. Do you also do Duolingo? No?
No. I I tried. It didn't work for me also.
Okay.
It
There's a
didn't
comment.
stick.
Okay, nice. Kanji kinda like Chinese. That's where I found that some word on mahjong card so similar, like each chi san 1, 2, 3, and then some of it.
Yeah.
Oh, do you play mahjong?
No. I'm a sham of a Chinese person. I don't play mahjong.
Okay, there's a comment. The bird is watching. What is this actually referring to? I have no idea either.
I have
Let's
no idea.
continue. So, do you understand some Japanese language text on the game? No, Dan?
Ooh, text no. But if I hear it voiced, then
Hmm?
yeah. A little bit.
Understandable. I
This
want
is
to...
just from watching anime from when I was a child. I
Okay.
wouldn't. Oh, the Duolingo bird.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just got the reference. Sorry.
too.
I want to ask another question then. Do you know Korean then? No? Like most of Southeast Asia
Oh,
usually know Korean.
That's
You
even
don't know?
no. That's even more different. Yeah.
Oh,
But
you
I
don't?
heard that it's easy to learn Korean and Japanese if you have Chinese as a baseline.
Yeah.
Like I have a friend who is fluent in Chinese and she picked up Korean and Japanese very easily.
Because it's actually using the same character practically.
It's the same origin of the language, I think.
Correct.
Everything originates from Chinese and then you get Korean and Japanese from there.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's continue.
Yeah.
My next question is, do you have any tips and tricks in streaming on Twitch? It's been a really long time for you to stream.
Ooh, yeah.
Must have some tips and trick on the sleeve.
Do I? I think it depends on like what you want to improve on in your streaming.
Oh. For example?
For example, if I start talking about how to improve streaming, I could go on forever. But I think in general, when people ask the question, they always ask about how to be more entertaining, how to keep people watching your stream instead of them clicking in and then deciding you're not entertaining enough and then leaving.
Oh, okay. Wow.
and-
Say it. That's actually like a really correct truth.
Yeah, because I think that's when you're first starting to stream, that's probably the thing that most people struggle with.
Mhm.
They want to try and hit like a average of 10 viewers, 15 viewers, like that's a comfortable space, but to hold 10 viewers is not as easy as it seems, right? So what I always used to tell people is try and find your strengths and amplify your strengths. It doesn't really matter like if your tech setup is not great or if your layouts are not great or your VTuber model is basic or whatever, it doesn't really matter. If
Mhm.
you have a charming enough personality and an interesting enough like persona, people will stay even if your setup is rubbish.
Understandable.
so-
Understandable.
But I think a lot of people struggle with trying to put their personality out there because a lot of streamers that I know are actually introverts, right?
Yeah.
They don't know how to even project their personalities to begin with. So I always just say like focus on strengths, and you can, if you don't know what your strengths are, you can kind of find out your strengths by just observing how people react to you on
Mhm.
stream. Like if people are laughing at certain types of humor, or if people like you playing certain types of games, then maybe think a little bit about why people find those things interesting. And then sometimes just I even had some direct conversations with like friends who watch my streams back then about what makes it so interesting for people to like hang around my stream. And then what I found out was that people like hanging around my stream because I played long narrative games. It was a nice thing to like put in the background, and the commentary that I had about the game was interesting to listen to because I do a lot of game reviews, right? And I have a lot of like game industry perspectives. So to them, it's something different from what they would usually hear from a streamer. You know, like sometimes streamers will just be like, you know, the typical exaggerated reaction to this or that, or they have more like, how to say, exciting personas. But for me, it was more of, hey, I want to tune into Nat's stream because when she plays this game, she's gonna say something that is insightful or interesting about the game, and then I'm gonna hang around here, like for that reason. And so because of that, then you sort of like build a bit on what people like about your stream. So that would probably be like tip number one.
Okay, so that's basically, you can actually say that's actually your strength that you build all this time, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's basically what is your channel unique right now compared to the other channel.
I guess so, a little bit.
Okay. There is some comment in the chat room. I mean, look at case. Oh, bro's layout just capture and webcam, but his viewer numbers are huge.
Yeah.
So find something that basically unique and also could charm viewer and for them who wanted to stay for pretty long on your stream.
Yeah, and I always say like focus on something that already is a natural part of your personality, because there's only so long you can go on for if you're trying to push like a fake persona, unless you're a really good actor. I don't know, maybe there's like really good actors in chat where you can have just a fake persona and then like push it all the way to the top. But what I notice more often is that people just find something about themselves that already exists and amplify it further. So maybe it's a little bit more exaggerated, a little bit more like loud than they usually would be with like friends or family or just in the normal situation. But like, yeah, it's like your personality, but bold. Bold, italicized, underline, that part.
There's also one of the reasons I believe why you decided to use webcam streamer to become a webcam streamer, because practically you cannot fake your reaction, right?
Yeah.
Which
I
makes
mean, you
you
can if you get good at it.
Yeah, but most people probably not, right? Like you said before.
Yeah.
Okay, there is a question here from a viewer. Kode Joy asking a question: do you have any tips to improve sound quality or make your voice more enjoyable for your viewers?
Ew.
As someone who work in media, you definitely have some preference, right? On who to hear, who to watch.
Huh. Do
No.
I?
You don't? Like,
I have really like weird taste in creators I watch though.
me too.
like I watch a lot of Game Grumps.
Game Gram? What is Game Gram?
Game Grumps. Wait, I'll type it in chat. But they're YouTubers from America.
Oh, okay.
I watch a lot of Game Grumps, and they just do a lot of stupid content. It's funny.
Oh, I see.
So I don't know if I have good examples. But to answer the question directly though, how to make your voice more enjoyable for your viewers? I think that one's a bit hard. because if you're born with it, you're born with it. I know some people who have like really good voices and they're just born with it. You can't
Correct.
do anything about it.
Like
But if
all
you
that
want-
deep
yeah.
voice, like something like so soothing. Oh my god.
Yeah. But I think even like Adli, I think your voice is good.
I know.
I think like Chit. Yeah, you have like a really soothing voice. I think you just have to like roll the dice. People who like listening to your voice will come and listen to you. I think my voice is kind of annoying, but maybe
you
that's
don't?
just me. I have some people who like come to my stream and they're like, your voice is so soothing. I'm like, not really. I don't think so. But I don't know.
So basically, find your own niche, that. Like if people actually enjoy, they will come. But if the people don't really enjoy, then they will probably like check it out, and then you can do anything about it because perhaps
Yeah.
they are not the target of your voice.
Yeah. But I think if you want to, like sound quality helps, but it's probably like a lot of people immediately think of like Blue Yeti or Shure.
Isn't that too
It's
expensive?
It's very expensive. Right now, I'm just using a HyperX like standing mic. It's not clamped. There's no mic stand. It's just on my desk, like here.
And it sounded so
And
fine though.
It's okay. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine.
Huh.
You just have to like make some adjustments in OBS. You
Okay.
set up your. I set it up once and I didn't think about it after that, so I can't even tell you.
Even though any problem regarding the input and output all this time.
Oh yeah. This is-
Okay. There is a comment. Sounds so
very bad
clear
tech.
though.
Yeah. It's a good mic.
It is. Like I'm actually always hearing your voice loud and clear. So clear I can actually like enunciate any letter you're actually saying. Which is actually pretty good though.
Yeah.
There's a comment before regarding Game Grumps. Oh my, Arin my goat. I.e. Markiplier. Do you know
A
Arin?
Markiplier for the Aaron is one of the Game Grumps. Yes.
I googled the Game Grumps and it has been established since 2012. So you have been
Oh,
watching
long
from
time.
that long.
Oh, I think maybe since 2016, maybe.
Wow, it's been 8 years then.
Long time. Yeah.
Any reason why do you like watching this show? At
It's
least
just
one.
stupid. It's really just stupid. I think my life and my work and even since like university, like I've been so busy all the time that like I just gravitated towards them because they're nice to put on in the background.
So you basically just
And then
wanted to look
Yeah.
something like comedy and funny.
Yeah.
Okay, let's continue. You said that was your tips number 1. Do you have any other tips?
Do I have any other tips? Not at the
I'm-
moment. Maybe if somebody has a specific question.
Okay, would you like to just continue to the next question then?
Yeah, we can continue.
Okay, what is your most memorable moments then after streaming all this time on Twitch? Atomic Heart, the greatest rush.
Oh my god. Most memorable moment. Wow, I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, because it's been so long that I guess some of the more memorable moments were when I first started streaming, maybe around like 1 year or one and a half years into streaming. I
Mhm.
used to do these really long, like from the start of the day until end of the day, marathon streams. So I would
Uh-huh.
challenge myself to finish a game in one sitting. So the game will usually be about like 6 to 8 hours. So when you
Okay.
asked me if I finished Outlast, that was one of the streams. I sat there and I didn't move until I finished Outlast
Really?
because it's only 7 hours, I think.
I played Outlast 3 session, practically like almost 8 hours too, and didn't finish chapter 2, I believe.
Oh no!
I feel so frustrated. I basically just never mind. I'm not going to finish this one. Just throw it away. Really, I'm just so frustrated because you're practically just running away for nothing.
It is
It
a
is
running game.
so confusing. A comment though, skill issue. Yeah, I know, but then it was so frustrating, and I basically decided to just throw it away. Never mind. Aside from Outlast,
No.
do you also finish other game though? I believe I also finish a few games, but that's usually like short game, like an hour or two, and the longest one probably like 4 or 5 hour on one sitting.
I finish pretty much every game that I pick up.
Wow, so different than me.
Yeah, so I have a lot of finished series on the channel, and if I don't finish it on the channel, I usually finish it off.
Oh, okay. So you don't really have to finish it on the stream.
Yeah, it depends. It depends. Because, like, A Space for the Unbound, for example, I streamed it because we had the Chum Drinkers collaboration.
With
But I
Toge?
wanted people to, with Toge, which was
Okay.
very fun. And then I wanted people to be intrigued by the game and then go and play it themselves.
Okay.
And so I decided, okay, I'm not going to stream the rest of the game because I want people to go and stream it, like go and play it themselves. So I'll just finish it off stream. And then I finished it myself, yeah.
Okay, so basically like preview, and then for the full version, you just have to buy the game.
Yeah.
Okay, truly a media person.
Really, yeah. But also it's another like streamer problem because I don't really like playing visual novels on stream. I can maybe do one stream and
But-
then I'll get tired because there's so much reading.
But you were a freaking hot Natalie Tay before.
Yeah, so I'll play the thing for like one stream and I'll play the rest of it off stream.
Okay, so
'Cause
nobody
it's
knows.
tiring, yeah.
Nobody knows if you are still freaking hot or no on the visual novel.
That one nobody knows because the game is still in demo.
Okay.
So who knows?
Before reading the comment, I wanted to ask again. So, do you have any most memorable moment? No, I guess.
Yeah, I guess the most memorable moments would be like those streams that I used to do. I would start at like 10 a.m. I think and finish. Oh no, I would start at 12 p.m. and then finish at 12 a.m. So the goal was to finish it within like 12 hours. Finish the
Okay.
game within 12 hours.
Okay. Let's continue. Let's
Yeah.
read the comment. There are some comments regarding Game Grumps. It's clear that Nat is the same age as me. My main source of entertainment is PewDiePie, Jacksepticeye, and Call Me Kevin. 2013-2018 YouTube era were peak. Do you agree?
Yeah. I grew up like on the whole YouTube thing. It was Game Grumps, Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, PewDiePie. And then I watched a lot of like Game Theory,
Game Theory? Why?
Game Theory, Sophia Nygaard. Yeah, it's all the YouTubers from that era.
Oh, okay. Do you still watch all of this creator though?
I mostly watch Sophia Nygaard and Game Grumps, and then sometimes I watch GT Live, which is the live stream version of Game Theory.
GT Live?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. There's a comment Matt Pat mentioned.
Yeah.
Okay, let's read the comment again.
You.
It's just that the things they do are fun and seem normal, but when you listen to them, the things they say are so bizarre and out of pocket. Regarding Game Grumps.
Yep.
Okay.
It's an acquired taste.
I don't
it's an
judge.
acquired taste.
I don't judge. People have their own taste and niche, so yeah, if you are actually entertained, then you are practically their target market.
Totally. Game Grumps is just one of those things where like if I say that I'm into Game Grumps, you will get maybe like one other person who's like, yeah, this is my people. And then everyone else will don't know who, like they won't know who they are.
Like me.
Yeah, like you. So you're actually normal. And then me and me and just an ugly boy are the weirdos here.
I didn't say that. You are the one who say that. Let's
I'll
continue.
admit it.
Okay, let's continue. Now, what is the happiest and saddest moment of streaming on Twitch?
Ooh.
Do you have any though?
I think the happiest. Ooh, it's a bit hard to like pin it down to one thing.
Because there are too many?
Yeah, in a way, because like streaming has sort of been a roller coaster, right?
That if you
And then-
read the comment,
Oh, Sarah, just ban him. Just kick him out.
no, I'm not doing that.
But yeah,
So?
it's been a big roller coaster. And then it feels like for my streams is always different eras, I would say, because I play games that are like 60 to 80 hours long. And so sometimes I'll be playing one game for like 1 month. You know, I'll be playing God of War Ragnarok for like 1 month because it's so long, right?
Okay.
And so I have happy moments that are specifically associated with those games, you know.
Okay.
So I have a lot of happy moments and they'll always remind me of those games. Like I had a really good time with Metal Gear Solid. I had a really good time with God of War Ragnarok and Horizon Forbidden West. But it's kind of weird because every single game attracts like a different target audience. Because it depends on like it depends if they're into the game or not.
Uh-huh.
So sometimes I will have friends in chat for 1 month, you know, they'll be there all the time to watch me play like Metal Gear Solid. But then after I stop playing Metal Gear Solid, then it'll change to like other group. So it's kind of interesting. It's always been changing for me.
Okay.
Oh, and then there was Uncharted. Yes, it's one of my favorite franchises. Uncharted. But for the saddest moment, I wouldn't say sad. I would say kind of like a reality check kind of moment.
What happened?
Because when I started co-working streams, then I started to realize that okay, there's a lot of weirdos on the internet.
People actually do some weird thing on the co-working category.
Yes. Yeah.
Why?
And when I started when I swapped to Facecam also, when I swapped to Webcam, then I realized, okay, there's a lot of weirdos on the internet. There's still a lot of like nice people, but there's also a lot of people who will come into chat and just ask like weird questions because they want to see your reaction. And then sometimes they'll do it just because you're a girl.
Oh.
And then I play a lot of games that are not typically played by women, I guess, because a lot of female streamers tend to play like more cozy games. I play a lot of horror survival games that tend to be like quite skill based, and so I'll get a really mixed bag in the comments. I mean, in chat usually. So it'll be people either commenting on like gameplay skill, or people trying to like get a weird reaction from me, or people who just come into chat and they don't say hi and they're sending pickup lines.
Pickup lines when you are streaming?
Yeah. Because you're on camera and you're a girl, and then they'll just like something. You won't believe how many times people have come into chat and they'll just say, "Hi, beautiful," and I've just started to reply, "I know," and then they usually leave. So like that's wonderful.
There is some comment though. People are just very toward women in streaming. Very weird.
Very weird to women in streaming.
Being a facecam woman streamer equal to more weirdos. So do you how am I supposed to say this in English? Yeah? Do you actually
you can
like
say Indonesian and let me try.
I don't even know the Indonesian for this, for what I'm going to say. Do you like have to apa sih? How to say this in English? My English is so bad.
Control.
No, not control. Do you have to face? Do you have to face this kind of thing every day on daily basis or on a streaming day basis?
No, not every day. It actually got better since they added a co-working category. So like people aren't really like that on the co-working category. But last time when before Twitch added a co-working category, just chatting, and just chatting is horrible. I try not to sit in just chatting unless I want to suffer. So that whenever I'm in just chatting, it's almost a guarantee that I will get at least 3 cases like that per stream.
Wow.
Yeah. And then it was kind of rough in the beginning, and then you get used to dealing with them. Yeah.
Okay, there is a comment. Just chatting challenge. Impossible.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, there is a comment before, but this is also kind of a question, to be honest. Is there a lot of viewers on Malaysia for Twitch? Because I know IDN viewers is low here on Twitch.
It's pretty... Sorry, it's my parents in the background. Yeah, my streaming room is not private. It's like my dad is in front of me. My mom's coming in to talk to my dad. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
What was the question? Oh, viewers for Malaysia for Twitch.
Yeah. Is there a lot though?
Not. No, it's not too much. Facebook gaming is bigger here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Facebook gaming is big, and then it's mostly esports on Facebook gaming. Like Mobile Legends is super big here.
Oh, again, it's actually come back to the device, right? Like people actually can have mobile rather than actually PC, like proper PC.
Yeah. You have like so many Mobile Legends players here in
understandable,
Malaysia.
understandable.
And then they'll watch Mobile Legends esports players on Facebook gaming. So like that's where most people are. So Twitch is not
really
Twitch
big.
is like the secondary platform, yeah.
Okay. Do you stream on Facebook gaming though? No.
No.
No plan?
No plans. Because the audience there is also different. Like they are only interested in esports, and they're not so interested in like narrative games. So I found it better here.
Okay. There is another comment. Just chatting is so bad. That's where the most craziest chatter are watching.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask a question, but this is probably pretty harsh question. Is it okay?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I am sorry. But I wanted to ask. But I want to ask question because you actually mentioned this before. People usually come by for your game, as you said before. Do you think like most people are not coming to your channel because of you, but because of the game? Is that actually a sad thing to realize over the time, or do you think that actually something that you should fix on, or no, or you just let it go?
I kind of let it go. Yeah, I think because my intentions with streaming has also changed a lot over the years. Like maybe if you asked me last year, I would have been putting more effort into trying to retain viewers as I move like game to game. But now streaming is really just an avenue for me to sit down and play games, and I care a lot less about viewership these days. Like what I've noticed over time is that if people how do I put this? If people come for the game, there's always like a small percentage of people who will come back for you, right? So sometimes they start with the game, and then from there they get to know who you are, and then sometimes they'll come back for you as well. But it's also depending on like what type of games you're playing. So sometimes I'll see if Like if there's somebody who likes, for example, God of War, right? I might see them again when I play Horizon Forbidden West because it's a very similar type of genre. And then if I play something totally different like Baldur's Gate, maybe they won't come to chat. And that's fine. It's kind of like I get to meet new people and then they'll come back to me like over time.
Okay. So I want to
I
ask.
think it's also like the audience, right? Like I think it's quite difficult to capture an audience that is always on Twitch because I've also realized that some regular viewers, the reason why they disappear is not really because they don't like you anymore, but because they are just not watching Twitch very often, which is quite common like post-pandemic. A lot of people like stopped watching Twitch post-pandemic, so that's quite normal. I kind of let it go.
Understandable. Yeah, I want to ask that follow-up question actually. Like, do you feel sad when the regular viewer are not coming back anymore? And then you actually answer the question before I actually have to ask the question.
Yeah.
Sometimes people just move on. Variety streamer has different audience depend on the game.
Yeah.
Do you think that's also one of the struggles, like the hardest thing that you have to tackle as a variety streamer?
I think so. Yeah. You always have that struggle as a variety streamer because you have to it becomes you have to sell like yourself. People have to come back for you and not for the game because you're going to be playing something different every single time.
Correct.
So yeah, that's probably the difficult part of it.
Okay. Considering there are no questions from viewer at this time, let's move on to the next question from me. Okay. What can you compare of yourself from 3, 6, 12 months or even years ago, aside from the streaming direction?
3, 6, 12 months since I started streaming.
You seems to drink a lot of glasses. I believe you have a different mug before.
I have like 3 glasses. This is done. I'm started at this. And then I have a glass of water.
Okay. Such a really healthy streamer.
Let me think. If I can give you a brief overview of what my streaming journey has been like. I think at first it was kind of trying to figure out who I was as a streamer because it's very different from just, playing games with your friends on voice chat, right?
Correct. You have
learning to you have to entertain. You have to be a host, right?
Yeah, you basically have to remember you are currently publicly showable and watchable by people, and you're not just playing privately.
Yeah. And then trying to figure out who my persona was as a streamer. That was probably the hardest part at the start. And then maybe about 6 months or 12 months into streaming, I was a lot more comfortable who I was as a streamer. So then things sort of found its own flow. And then I had a regular audience and everything. And then the last year was probably a different sort of journey because I got really busy with IRL stuff, right?
Last year means 2024.
Yeah, in 2024, I got really busy with IRL stuff.
Okay.
So in a way, a lot of the work that I put towards streaming has sort of gone slightly downwards because I just haven't been. I made a complete pivot, right? I stopped playing. I stopped playing so many narrative games. I did a lot more co-working. And then in a way, I'm a bit rusty already with streaming narrative games because I haven't streamed for the purposes of being an entertainer in so long.
Oh, I
because
understand.
when you're co-working, you're just it's just chatting and you're just hanging out, and there's no you don't have to be entertaining. You're just sitting there and working, right?
Yeah, you like you basically kind of losing that passion to continue and enjoying the narrative game anymore. Something like that.
No, I wouldn't say the passion is gone, but like I'm definitely out of practice in terms of like entertaining people when playing like a narrative game.
Understand.
Because you kind of have to like slip into a different mindset, you know? Yeah. Hold on, let me tell my parents to.
I'm going to read the comment after this one, ya. Gonna read the comment one by one. Please be patient. Also, thank you Bang Raven. Masalahnya nggak bisa dipotong sendiri channel poinnya.
Anyway, I'm back, sorry.
Let's continue.
Yeah, we can continue.
Should I read the comment though? There are some comment which is actually in line with your topic.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Even though she brands herself as a tea streamer, she's actually a coffee drinker.
I just finished a cup of tea, okay?
Okay.
I still drink tea.
Gone to the dark side, but you are a cham drinker.
I also drink cham. And cham, I don't know if you know this, but cham is a mix of coffee and tea.
Okay.
So if I drink a cup of coffee and I drink a cup of tea, then it becomes cham in my stomach.
Okay. There's another comment. The entertainment skill is rusty.
Yeah.
Wait, do you feel you are not entertaining anymore?
A little bit. I feel like I'm a bit jaded.
Oh.
I feel like I'm a bit jaded because I've been streaming for like 3 years, and you kind of in 3 years you kind of understand like what viewers are like and what the internet like expects from you. And that kind of it started to affect me, not gonna lie.
Especially
you're
considering the number.
Yeah, and you're constantly thinking of like, when people come into like your stream, they're expecting a certain kind of thing from you, and it's a bit of a struggle of like, okay, should I give them what they expect, or should I do my own thing? Or it's a little bit weird, you know?
Okay.
Because a part of me just wants to like enjoy the game that I would, but then as an entertainer, you have to play the game like way in a sense, you know?
Understand.
Yeah. So it's still kind of like an ongoing struggle for me. Like being entertaining, but also playing the game the way that I want to play, and then also moderating chat, you know?
Okay. Also, you have to also face those kind of weirdo before, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially because when you play games that are quite popular, then you'll get some really hardcore fans of those games.
Especially those kind of stereotype on women, right? That usually play skill-based game, like you said before.
Like, it's a little bit difficult because I'm not like the best gamer, and so sometimes I feel like I have to preface and say like, guys, give me a chance. Let me give me some time to figure this out. You know, because if I feel like if I don't say that, there's actually people who come in and say like, hey, you should do this or you should do that, or
there's
I'm gonna give
backseater.
you tips. Yeah, backseaters.
Okay. Understandable. So many things struggle, it seems like. So you have to fulfill the expectation, but you also sometimes just wanted to let it flow.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, there is a comment. Cham. If you guys who is currently watching or listening probably don't know Natalie Tay, our guest star for tonight, is actually one of the co-founder of a group called the Cham Drinker. It's a group of content creator and also streamer in Southeast Asia, right?
Yeah, correct.
It's called the Cham Drinker. Something like this. You can also like Google this on Google and you can find more information about the Cham Drinker.
Yeah.
Developer and publisher of a game have been collaborating with them for a few times, from time to time. And they usually publish the schedule on Twitter, right? I am quietly observing.
Yeah, on Twitter, sometimes on Instagram.
Okay, let's go back. Yeah, there is a comment up above before. Yeah, kind of like me. Sometimes I also do that in some people I followed, mostly which from my country. Sometimes most I watch is when they play my favorite game. Kind of different exception for Adli, since actually he is a variety streamer. Plus, joking in his channel is kind of flowing and interesting.
Yeah.
Thank you. But yeah, my channel, if you know, I don't know if you actually know, like we have a new vice president.
Uh-huh.
And sometimes people actually joking like I look like the vice president itself.
Do you?
I don't know. People say that, but yeah. What else can I say? If you can't fight it, enjoy it. Something like that.
Yeah, I gotta Google after this.
You can actually Google who? Gibran? Something like that. And people say that I look like Gibran. So just let it flow. Really, really hilarious. See?
Oh my gosh.
Let's continue. IndoVP streaming. See? Something like that. Also, kinda a fun fact, but I have a few interesting channel who followed my channel, but I don't understand why.
Oh.
Like, there are like official channel from government, and I don't know why.
Oh,
Really?
no.
Really?
Do they think
there are
this is
some...
the secret vice president's Twitch channel?
I don't know. I am just thinking that it's probably like a troll or something, but there are some interesting name on my follower channel, and I don't know if it's actually a troll or something. But yeah, let it be. Let it be. I just have to.
They're watching.
Yeah, I have to basically watch what I'm gonna do. Let's continue. Yeah, this is probably this is the next question from me. Have you achieved anything after streaming on Twitch? You also say this is basically like an avenue for you to stream and also to review game. Do you have anything that you have achieved?
I don't think I have like traditional streaming milestones. I mean, I hit 1.5k followers sometime back. So I guess that's your traditional Twitch milestone.
Mm-hmm.
But for streaming, I think the benefits of streaming was more to like connect me with developers and publishers.
Correct.
It's quite helpful for me when I do like the media stuff, when I do events, because sometimes like the developers get to know me through my channel first, and then they find out, hey, you also do like media and events, and then I get to collaborate with them more from there. So that's actually, for me, that's the achievement from streaming.
Do you think
I have this like weird ecosystem built up for myself?
Do you think you actually grow pretty good in terms of connection and such in the past few years?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Connections wise, yes. I think if you look at like my stream follower growth though, I think it's stagnant.
Okay.
But I think in terms of real life connections, definitely.
Oh, I want to ask another question because you are actually a media and live in the heart of Malaysia and also practically able to attend offline event. Do you get invitation or do you actually like go and apply yourself?
Yeah, I do. But usually when I do media coverage events, they're Magic Rain.
Yeah.
So not really as like a content creator. I go and attend as media. Yeah.
You get invitation from them to, hey, we are going to have this event. Please come and cover us.
Yeah.
Oh, do you also get sponsorship though? Like paid coverage?
Sponsorship? No, not very often.
Oh,
not very
why?
often. It's just not how it works, I guess. Because like a lot of them, they'll just do an invite and they'll do like a media event. So if you go there, there's like free entry. They'll give you like free food, stuff like that. But it's not usually a paid thing.
Okay. Let's continue then.
Yeah.
Okay, this is going to be my last question. Sponsorship, Raid, Shadow. No.
Raid Shadow Legends. I would say yes to a Raid Shadow Legends sponsorship. I'm not beyond selling out.
Okay, let's continue then. This is my last question in this segment. Do you have any goals or plans in the future? Or do you have any wishes or dream that is not realized yet? Somehow this segment is so heavy though. And it's actually supposed to be heavy.
Yeah. No, I like it. Any goals? I think my immediate goal is, I was saying earlier about how the Magic Rain is working towards stabilizing and having more like full-time team members. So like, I would say that's my immediate goal, for things to get less busy for me and for things to get more stable, so that in terms of streaming, I can go back and pursue more creative things myself. Because I really did enjoy streaming and playing games and like exploring that creatively. When I was really active with streaming, I used to upload clips like multiple times a week. Like I was doing all the editing and everything. It was fun. It was like a good creative outlet, and I just don't have the time for it now. But I guess that would be my immediate goal, freeing up some time for me to do the things that I want to do.
Okay, so basically you wish the Magic Rain could hire more people so there will be more team and less workload for you?
Yeah. We're working towards it already. It's already happening. It's just a matter of time.
Okay. Aside from that, any other plan?
I've been working on a few like creative projects on the side. Obviously I have a lot of games that I want to play on the channel, but I've also been getting back into writing, so I've been working on some original stuff. Nothing I can share yet, but yeah, it's been a nice break from work, because I do a lot of writing for work, so now I just started to do some writing for myself.
Okay. Hey, I want to ask another question before I read the comment. I actually forgot what I want to ask because I read the comment again.
It'll come back to you.
Never mind, let's just read the comment. I actually forgot the question. There is a comment. Okay, here's my application. This is another question from me. Does the Magic Rain also just cover Malaysian game, or do you also accept for writer from outside of Malaysia?
Yeah, we do.
It's actually a remote program, remote workplace then?
For the writing stuff, yeah, it's remote.
Do you get paid though?
We don't. At this point, no. We're working towards a monetization scheme, but at this point in time, it's more of a voluntary like contribution thing. So let's say if you're a writer that's looking to get your work published on a somewhat reputable website, just for like portfolio purposes, especially if you're like a student and you're trying to show that your book has been published somewhere, then I can probably help you out with that. But in terms of paid positions for writers, we're not quite there yet.
Okay. Now, my question is actually coming back, like you said before. I have a question. Like lately, there are so many games from Southeast Asia which is practically like rising, and sometimes I don't even realize it's actually like a game from Southeast Asia. Do you also cover a lot of games from Southeast Asia lately? Do you enjoy any?
We do. I mean, I enjoy a lot of them. We started the Charm Drinkers because we wanted to shine the spotlight on more Southeast Asian games. And then with the Magic Rain also, I recently started organizing this event called Indie Jam, which is a Southeast Asian games showcase. So that one actually happens like in real life at a venue and on ground. So we gather games from all across Southeast Asia and people try the games in person. So I cover quite a lot of Southeast Asian games. But if you want to ask for like recommendations or like a title, I recently finished My Lovely Empress, which is an Indonesian title from Game Changer Studio in Indonesia.
Yeah, MLE is pretty good.
Yeah. I just finished my first 2 runs of the game. It was fun.
A second.
I love it.
First 2 run until everything complete?
Yeah.
Everything?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got like
it's kind of idle. Ending. It's kind of idle, not really idle thing, but you have to really think like strategically where to place thing and what to upgrade. And you finish 2 run.
I cheated a bit. I had like a save file at like the close to end point, maybe 3/4. So I tried 2 endings. So I did one ending and then I just rewound my save file and then I tried another.
Okay. Yeah, if you guys don't know, there is a game from Indonesia, from Game Changer Studio. This is from Bogor, yeah, I believe. It's called My Lovely Empress. This is the latest franchise from my Empress series. There is also my daughter and also I forgot the other one, my wife, I guess, something
Wife,
like that.
I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that. And the latest franchise is also My Lovely Empress, and it's actually pretty good. However, one run is actually usually pretty long because you have to strategically place things here and there, doing this and this, doing upgrading things and such, and it's actually pretty long session. And I was surprised because Nat actually finished that game 2 run.
Yeah.
As for myself, I couldn't even finish the game yet. And it's been like 6 hours, I guess. And I still haven't finished the game.
I can see that. Because like you can spend a lot of time in the game.
Mm-hmm.
It's good.
Okay, let's read another comment. There is a comment. Indie Jam, a Southeast Asian showcase that is happening in Q2 of 2025.
Yeah. I'm organizing the next one. It should be end of April next year.
Okay, I have another question though before we are going to take a break after this one. QT. Yeah, actually, usually like read Q2 into QT, but it's not QT. Sorry. My bad, my brain. I was going to ask a few, 2 more questions, I guess, before break. Do you, for this indie game, do you have any plan to recruit more content creator to showcase or like to cover the game? So more streamer and content creator can cover the game?
Yeah, so this year for Indie Jam 2024, we launched a very experimental content creator program.
Yeah.
Where every content creator, there was 2 parts to it. One is that the content creator could come to the event itself, and we will give them a media pass so they can freely explore the event. And if they want to like interview any of the developers at the event, we would help them coordinate. The other part of it was after Jam. So 1 week after Indie Jam, it's kind of weird to say but the Magic Rain works with the Charm Drinkers, although technically it's just me and Sarah.
Okay.
Working on After Jam, where it's a 1 week of streamers covering games that were featured in Indie Jam. So when we did it the first time, it was just the Charm Drinkers. And then when we did it the second time, we opened applications to anybody who wanted to join. And then for the 2025 one, we'll open applications.
Okay.
So what we'll do is we link up the content creators with keys and access to the games that were at Indie Jam. And then we promote their stream schedule like together as part of the big like After Jam event.
Okay. Hopefully I can actually like catch the tweet in the future.
Yeah.
Because I usually do also cover game from event, and it's been pretty good year this year. Last year is also okay, but this year have been pretty good in terms of growing a number regarding the event.
Yeah.
Like, have you heard of Ludonaracon though?
Yes. I love the Nodarakan. Yes.
Yeah, I covered the game like 2 years already, 2023 and 2024. So perhaps I'm also going to cover 2025. So hence why I asked.
Have you officially applied as a creator for Ludonaracon?
I am.
Okay, cool. Just checking.
I am. Like, they usually open up application, and they also have a new form that we can actually apply for now. If you want to apply earlier as a back pass, creator pass, and usually last year, this is like kind of a perk. Like last year they offer us all title. You can also cover all keys for the game that is showcased on the event. And last year they didn't give all key, but this year they actually also give the key full version, even for game that haven't been published yet, which is such a really huge perk. For me, at least, even though it's not a paid marketing.
No, it was awesome. Like, I didn't apply as a content creator. I applied as member of the press. So I also got. It was very impressive. Yeah.
It is like the way they
It's like
organize
you-
thing.
You redeem the Steam key and suddenly you have like 20 new titles in your Steam library. It's like, where did all these titles come from?
Like
it's from Luton Aerocool. It's impressive. Yeah.
The way they actually organize things is so professional. Like I'm actually impressed from year to year. I have one more question though before we are going to take a break. But is that okay though? It's almost 12.
It should be okay.
Okay, I have one more question before we are going to take a break. As someone who aim to shine spotlight on Southeast Asia game, do you think the appreciation from Southeast Asia developer and publisher is actually pretty good? Or is actually less appreciative rather than outside of Southeast Asia? Honestly.
You mean from the from the perspective of the audience?
From the perspective of you as the one who do the coverage?
Oh. Well, my relationship with the developers has always been really good, and they're always interested in pushing more coverage within the region. Although I had some really interesting conversations with a couple of the developers recently, where they told me very honestly that for their games, sometimes they sell for example, 500,000 copies, but majority of the copies are actually sold in Europe or US, right, in the UK or the US. And in terms of the games that are actually sold in Malaysia or Southeast Asia, it's 5% or less than 5%. So they actually invest a lot of marketing budget overseas. But what is quite nice is that the developers still care a lot about the Southeast Asia region, and they want to they kind of want to promote their game in the region for slightly different reasons. They know that they're not gonna get a lot of sales from the region, and it's gonna take a long time for people within the region to be excited about indie games, because generally people in Southeast Asia are not super excited about indie games.
Yeah.
But they want to keep doing it because it helps to grow the local ecosystem.
Okay.
Yeah. So they want to show that hey, we're a Malaysian game. We are promoting our Malaysian games so that we can inspire the next generation of talent. So that's why they want to do it. And that's why they're happy to work with streamers and work with event organizers. And it's really nice. It's really nice. And then we're all just working towards the same goal, which is to eventually change people's mindsets towards indie games, especially within the region. Yeah.
Okay, bring another perspective, really. There's a comment, saya region mostly goes for war games, and also most of Southeast Asia probably don't really have PC or proper laptop to play games or even to acquire game legally at this moment. Even though it's actually growing, but it's still not as big as the other region.
Definitely.
Plus, as you said before, in Malaysia itself, Facebook gaming is much more bigger than Twitch.
Yep.
Which is why most of player only play mobile games. Okay, we are going to take a break after this one then. There are no questions from viewer and from me is over. There are no more questions in segment 2. Oh my god. Okay, we are going to listen to 2 songs after this one. There is... What is this? I don't know how to read this Japanese character. Do as Infinity by Yotaka no Yume by Do as Infinity, requested by Alex. There is also another song. Who is this? A second, let me check. Ken Hirai, Precious Junk, requested by Just an Ugly Boy. And then we are going to continue with the last segment later after this 2 song break. Welcome back to Weekly Midnight Radio episode 65. Selamat datang kembali di Weekly Midnight Radio episode ke-65. We just listened to 2 songs. There was, what is this? Yotaka no Yume by Do S Infinity, requested by Alex. And then there is Precious Junk by Ken Hirai, requested by Just an Ugly Boy. Now we are going to continue with the last segment, segment 3, trivia of guest star and closing mark. Okay. Before we are going to continue with the last segment, I'm going to remind anyone who is currently on the channel, if you want to know, as a viewer or a listener, if you want to actively participate, you can use your channel point. If you want to ask any question via text, 99 channel points only, or if you want to ask any question directly via audio, you can also ask Nat by 369 channel points only. That's all practically. Without further ado, let's continue with the next segment, trivia of guest star and closing mark. In the segment, our guest star tonight, Natalite, will redeem 1 channel point and then answer random question. We are going to start with 5 trivia question in the beginning. Okay. Second, Twitch channel point reward. Where are you? Trivia. Okay. Go on. You can redeem a channel point called trivia.
Oh, me. What's gonna happen? Oh, cool.
Wait, I actually forgot. I actually forgot about that one. Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Why?
Usually, there will be some text GDI here, but I actually messed up with my scene a few hours ago, and usually the text will show up here. I'm just going to read it, yeah? I'm terribly sorry. The first question is, if you could become fluent in a language instantly, what language would you like to learn?
Oh my god. This is gonna expose me as a weeb, but probably Japanese.
Why? Why not Chinese?
Oh, you're right. Why not Chinese? Actually, Japanese immediately, probably because it would benefit my career more.
Okay.
There's a big game. There's a big games ecosystem in Japan.
Yeah, correct. They also have a lot of even.
Yeah, and there's a lot of obviously anime is from Japan. So
can you read this Japanese text on the chat room though?
I can kind of guess what it means.
I also too. This is
So,
called like
like-
Nihongo.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah.
Japanese language something. Yeah.
Okay, so Japanese rather than Chinese then.
I think so. At this point in
Okay.
time. Because I think if I want to get better at Chinese, speak it more. I can already speak Chinese, you know. It's just that I probably have to practice.
Okay. The text is actually read as Nihongo Jozo.
Oh, okay.
Okay, let's continue then with the next trivia. Trivia number 2.
Okay.
Do you feel
This is
nervous
so
though?
fun.
Doing some gacha like this?
My gacha looks pretty good.
Okay, let's continue with the next question then. Name a project that you cherish the most.
Oh my gosh.
There must
I mean,
be
it
a
has-
lot though.
It has to be the Magic Rain website though.
Why?
Because it's been my baby for the past 7 years.
Okay.
So I've been working on it for like the past 7 years, pretty much. Especially in the past year, it grew a lot. Because I've been producing a lot of content for it, and I'm quite proud of its growth. Currently, we are putting up like 3 to 4 articles a day.
Wow, that's a
So-
lot. How many writers though?
Not too many. Maybe like 3. A lot of it is written by me personally.
Oh my god, 3
At the
to 4 a
moment.
day? Okay.
So you know, after you put so much work into it, I feel like if I don't cherish it, it's like a
I mean, for me, I also have my own personal website. I also, basically my place to write and to publish something. But one for a month is actually pretty hard for me. And you publish like 3 to 4 a day? Okay. I'm not going to apply. Oh my god.
I'm not expecting everyone who applies to like, meet my output, but that's just how much I'm writing like right now myself.
Oh my god. That's such a really productive website then.
It's okay.
Let's continue. Trivia number 3.
Okay. Time to gacha.
Oh, there is a question from viewer. Do you want to answer the question from viewer, or do you want to
we can.
trivia first?
We can answer
Question.
Yeah, we can answer the question. Yeah.
Okay, there is a question from viewer. If you can grab one of the skill from one of your streamer or YouTuber influences, what would that be? Wow, this is definitely specifically regarding gamer grumps before.
I guess if it was like Game Grumps, right? It would probably be I guess like commitment to the bit. Because with Game Grumps, what they're really good at is that they are so good at putting on the type of persona that really like exaggerated funny persona, and they keep it going for like hours and hours in their recording sessions. And I wish I could just like kind of do that with myself, but I don't think I had the energy for it. So if I could copy paste it from them, that would be
the hardest thing for a content creator.
Yeah.
Especially if you're doing it for years. So people can actually like stay tuned. Oh, they can expect the same type of content for years already.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, they've become like less exaggerated over the years, but even so, they're pretty like wild personas,
Like they stayed at the same.
Yeah.
They stayed the same persona for years, and they didn't like grew away from that.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, I want to ask a question though. Do you think they actually doing everything pretty consistent for years already? Or do you as a viewer or like the one who observed them from afar also notice that they also have like their up and down moment?
No, I think it's been fairly consistent, but I think the difference is like they had some changes, but it was because YouTube changed as well, and then their careers progressed, right? So like at the start, it was very exaggerated. Like the reason why they were Game Grumps is because it's two people. One person is a really grumpy, angry person, and the other person is the chill, like calm down kind of guy. So it's like straight man and that duo act. And then it was very, very exaggerated at the beginning, and then slowly it just became like you get to know who they are, and then they are a bit more grounded, I guess.
Okay.
So in that sense, it has changed a bit over the years.
Okay.
But I think it's also like the way that YouTube and streaming has changed, where not everyone is looking for the super like exaggerated, I don't know, Kaizenat type of like personality that's like out there. There's a lot of people who just kind of want to see people.
Like so
I
basically,
think just like general shift, yeah.
So basically, instead of actually like boxing yourself to those kind of audience only, they also wanted to reach out to other type of audiences too.
I don't know if it's like about reaching out to audiences. I think it's just them being more true to themselves, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. And then they already have like established followers and fan base, so they don't have to like do the whole exaggerated thing too much anymore.
Okay.
But I think they definitely like have been consistent in terms of quality though, like over the years.
Okay, let's continue. There's another question from viewer though, but this is in Indonesia. I'm going to read this in Indonesia and then I'm going to translate to English ya. Apakah hambatan, rintangan, atau tantangan saat membangun media Anda, The Magical Rain? Translate ke Inggris Bang Adli, kalau ditanyakan sebelumnya bisa dijawab lagi. What is the what is the
Challenges?
hindrance? What is the obstacle when you actually like building your own media, the Magic Rain?
Ooh. I think it's actually just doing it. Because when you run a media outlet, you're playing the game of consistency and frequency.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to make content basically like very frequently on a consistent basis. Now on top of that, the content has to be search engine optimized.
Yeah.
So you can't just write like anything you want. It has to be something that somebody is going to search that will drive traffic back to the website. Because like it's kind of different running a media thing versus running a like creative writing thing, right? Because ultimately the goal of your media website is to get views and get clicks. So you have to like write things that fit that kind of thing, and then it can be very like soul sucking after a while, because it's like, my gosh, sometimes you'll write really like dumb but clickbaity things and it does really well, and then you spend like a whole day writing like a really well thought out review, and that's just the reality now. Because that's just the reality, because a lot of people prefer to read shorter things, more clickbaity things, and they don't really like want to read long form anymore. So that's probably the challenge of it.
Oh, I want to ask a question though, because you actually say something about long and short form. Do you plan, or the Magic Rain probably, do you guys have any plan to create? I don't know if you have done this before or no, but most media, you have their own short form type of content on YouTube or the other platform like TikTok or Instagram. Do you also create this kind of content?
Yeah, I want to. Yeah, that's definitely in the pipeline. I think we're doing pretty good on the website front, where we put out content quite frequently and consistently. But I definitely want to do more TikTok stuff.
Yeah, so probably
that's just where people are watching now.
Okay. Oh, there's a question. There's a commenter. There's a comment. What am I saying? There's a comment. Minta jelaskan dikit sekalian promosiin Indie Jam eventnya. Do you mind to actually like explaining Indie Jam again? Briefly, perhaps?
Yeah, sure. So Indie Jam, we've done it 2 times now. So we did it the first time in 2023 and the second time in 2024. The event concept is simple. It's a Southeast Asian indie games showcase / mini conference.
Okay.
So we started the event because we wanted to put as many people in front of as many indie games as possible, because we realized that awareness is super, super low in Malaysia. And then on top of that, our biggest gaming event is Level Up KL. But tickets to attend Level Up KL, especially if you want to attend like the industry talk, can go up to a few hundred ringgit. So it's not affordable for like students or people who are like new into the industry. And so we started Indie Jam as a free entry event. So that it's free. So that people can come and play the games for free. They can come and sit and listen to like industry speakers for free. And there's a few other activities in Indie Jam. Yeah.
How do you get income and profit then?
Indie Jam is not a very profitable event. I will tell you this much.
Oh, okay.
So I won't go too much into details about like the profit margins and everything. But we, as part of the initiatives with the Magic Rain, we very often do events that are just meant to grow the community. Because we saw a problem in the community that could be solved with an event or a new type of platform. And so Indie Jam is one of those initiatives. So it's not a money-making machine or anything. The idea is just so that we cover our costs and we're able to give back as much as possible to the developer side. Because even for the showcase, like we keep it free for developers to join. So if they apply, they will get a free booth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you accept any sponsorship though?
Yeah, we do. So that's how we cover costs.
Okay. There are some comment in the chat room. Wow, they are running on red. Respect. Hormat Dewi majukan komunitas di Malaysia. Respect. But to
Thank you.
grow the community in Malaysia. My channel is also practically running on red though.
It's common. It's common. It's more common than you think in
Yeah.
this industry. I think what has been quite heartwarming is that there's a lot of people who are willing to put out their own time, their own money, their own effort just
Uh-huh.
to see the ecosystem grow.
Correct.
And that's also why like projects like IndieJam can still run, is because we get a lot of like really well respected speakers
Uh-huh.
who want to help us grow the ecosystem, who will come and speak for free because they want to share with
Oh.
the industry and they want to share with like students. They want to provide opportunities, so they are also helping us out, you know, because
Hmm.
yeah, it helps us out a lot. So it's very
Okay.
heartwarming to see like everyone pile their effort together and put the project together.
Okay. But yeah, really, my channel is also running on red. It's not black. It's not black or even green yet, but still, I'm actually pretty.
I think a lot of streamers are running their channel.
Correct.
It's normal.
Okay, let's continue then. Let's go back to the trivia. The trivia question before is, what do you think of fan art?
Fan art.
Hmm?
I don't get a lot of fan art. I'm okay with it.
Have you
I've said some.
have you
Huh?
received any fan art though?
Some I've got like maybe 2 or 3, like from friends and stuff. It's very cute. Yeah, I like it.
Do you like them? And do you use them?
Yeah, I do. Do I use them? I don't think I've used them anywhere because I feel bad in a way because they didn't make, you know, public use or anything. But I have them all safely stored.
Privately.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's continue then, yeah. To trivia number 4.
Okay. Wait. Okay.
What is the question? Name 3 qualities you think make someone a bad friend. Wow.
Okay, this is kind of hard. Can I leave?
No,
It's no longer about my job. I'm gonna
No.
leave.
no, you have to answer.
Name 3 qualities do you think make someone a bad friend?
Basically, like a red flag. Spill the tea. Spill the tea. Spill the chum.
Like I'm a very straightforward person,
Mhm.
right? So I feel like a quality that makes someone a bad friend is like if they're not a good listener, if they're like a bad listener, like if they
Oh.
kind of I've had this situation of like where they ask what you're doing but they don't care what you're doing kind of thing.
Oh, I hate
Yeah.
those kind of things too.
Yeah, and I know it's meant to be like a small
Talk.
kind
Uh-huh.
of thing, but
Yeah.
it's still really frustrating. So like I honestly prefer if you don't care then don't ask. I don't take it personally.
Yeah.
Like because for me I'm just more straightforward by nature, you know.
Uh-huh.
So like if you don't want to know, then I don't feel like you are obligated to ask.
Uh-huh.
But then some people will ask and then it's clear that they don't care. It's just like why?
Yeah,
Why
like no,
even,
just
like-
nosy.
Yeah. I've
And
also
then?
had people who like who kind of like overstep how close you are. Like they assume that you are closer than you actually are. Like I had a friend that I've known for years, who I swear I've talked about like my job before. But then they literally like when I was asking them, hey, do you know recommend to me for like an event? Then they asked me like, since when are you working in events? And I was like, for the past like 5 years or more. So I was a bit like, so all the time that I'm talking, you're just like not listening. I don't know. But then to them, like, they expect the treatment of like, being close friends. They feel like our relationship is close friends, but I don't feel like a relationship. So it's like,
Okay. Then that's basically the first quality. What is the other two?
oh my god, I thought there was two. Was that not two?
Do you want to consider that as two? Then it's okay.
Yeah. Oh my god, do I have any more?
You don't?
I don't know. I'm a very straightforward person. I don't take things very personally. So like I think what pisses me off is just when people like say something and then they act a totally different.
Oh, I hate those kind of guy too.
Yeah.
Like people who say like action speaks louder than word, and then you actually say the something but you didn't do the action.
Yeah. So I'm totally okay with like friends telling me, hey, you have this problem or like that problem, or we need to like stop doing this, or let's establish boundaries on this, or totally fine with that. But I cannot stand the people who are like, yeah, they say one thing and they do something. Or they just like assume things and then I cannot.
Understand. Ya Allah. Me also do have this kind of problem too. Like it's actually pretty hard to, what is this, like believing people sometimes, because sometimes they do something but they didn't act the same thing as they say.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. Just let people go. Let's continue.
Yeah.
Review number 5.
Okay. Is this the last one?
Yeah.
Eh?
Oh, the same question.
Oh, I gotcha the same one. Okay, wait. I'll...
Second. Let's wait for like 60 seconds.
Yeah. 10 seconds, I think.
Yeah, somehow I wonder. Sometimes your voice is kind of cut out, but I don't understand if it's actually like my problem
Oh, it
or
might
not.
be... No, it might be Discord. Because Discord has been having this issue for me recently.
Really?
But let me know if it's too bad. Maybe I can leave and come back or something.
It's not that too bad. Like sometimes just missing one of two words, but then it's
Okay.
that's all practically. Oh, the last, the last question. Have you ever felt annoyed towards someone when you were watching other streams, and why? Of course you have. With lot of problem you face daily basis, there must be time.
I think it's like the streamer's problem. I think it's like I'm not their type of viewer. Let's put it that way. Yeah. I personally can't really watch streamers that how to say, feed a bit too much into the typical streamer persona.
A second.
They're doing the whole like for example, this is a bad example, but if they do the whole I'll do this if you drop 5 subs, or like you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah, like those
Clip
people who
farming,
basically
yeah, that kind of thing.
those people who basically like streaming only for money.
I mean, I respect the hustle and everything, but like I cannot watch streamers like that.
Like those people who only like doing everything for money and asking for follow, for sub, and for something.
Yeah.
Kinda annoying from time to time.
I think it's because when I go into their stream and watch it, it's like I don't even know what their personalities are like. It's just that they're constantly, you know, trying to like become what they think a streamer should be like, you know?
Understand.
So they're constantly pushing the whole like streamer grind thing, and I don't even like get to know what they're like.
But to be honest, my question is not that though. My question is actually like, have you ever felt annoyed towards someone when you were watching other streams? That doesn't mean the streamer themselves, like the viewer.
Oh.
When you were like watching someone, and when you see the chat, in case you actually getting annoyed by someone, have you ever felt
like
something
in the
like that?
chat.
Yeah.
In their chat.
Yeah. Something like that.
Yeah, I have as well. because like there are a lot of annoying chatters out there, and then I think it's really up to the streamer how strictly they want to police their chat, because I police my chat like a lot. I'm very like picky about who's in my chat and who's not, and I'm okay with taking the L if like this kicks more people out of chat, you know, and like I get less viewers or whatever. It's okay, because to me, like, then at least my chat is a comfortable space for the people who want to be there and the people I want to be there. But then I know a lot of streamers who they want to have more viewers, so they put up with more annoying things from their chat.
Oh, they don't really care about the rules.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the streamer will just put up with it and they'll suffer through it. And I've actually spoken to like some people who said like, yeah, I don't really like this chatter, but like I'm afraid to like, you know, reprimand them. I'm afraid to chase them off. I'm afraid like they won't come back. And so they just let like the chatter go crazy and be annoying. But like what I've noticed is that when there's an annoying person in my chat, chances are they're annoying everyone else in chat also. So when somebody starts to be annoying in my chat, I usually just shut them down or kick them out immediately. Because if I let too many like annoying people into my chat, or people who don't respect like the chat rules, then it actually causes regulars in the chat to leave.
Yeah, understandable.
Yeah.
Like people don't really want to say they don't feel comfortable, but they just leave quietly.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all practically. I have no more question about the trivia. That's 5. Should we continue to the next question from me?
Yeah. Okay.
Now, closing mark. What is your impression of this program? Do you have any suggestion though regarding the program? To be honest,
I do.
To be honest, it's
Yeah.
actually like pretty short, because usually this program lasted until 2 or 3 in the morning, or probably like 3 or 4 for your
Oh
time.
my gosh.
People
Yeah.
usually talk a really long time in this session.
I think because like, I don't know, maybe having an option for people who like want to have shorter sessions might be nice. Because I don't know, I've done like a lot of podcasts and a lot of speaking things, so in a way I feel like I spoken everything that needs to be said already.
Okay.
So I get really tired very fast. So I really appreciate you accommodating the shorter time period.
Thank you though. Thank you for also accepting my invitation.
Yeah, but I do like your format though. I like the idea of a radio show and everything. It's cool.
To be honest, like the break is actually like intended to, if in case you actually wanted to go to the bathroom or do something. So we can actually like have some break time in the middle. So what is your impression of the program?
Yeah, I liked it. I like the concept of it being a radio show on Twitch.
Okay.
I like that you have like your own radio station name. I caught a bit of your intro, and like the way that you host it is very cool. I'm very into this sort of like thematic thing. I like that you commit to the theme.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Do you have any suggestion though?
Probably just the length, I guess. But it's just mainly like I think as an option for different types of guests, I guess.
Okay.
It definitely depends, I think.
Okay.
I
That's all?
definitely have like, yeah, that's all.
Okay. Let's continue then. Do you have anyone to recommend as a guest star? One or a few, I guess?
Ooh.
You can type the name if you want to.
I actually, we were talking about this before we started, I think, today. But you were asking about VTuber groups, right?
Yeah.
So,
the Project Hikayat.
He's not from Project Hikayat. He's from another one, Gakuen Live. But-
Gakuen?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's this. But yeah, he's very active on Twitch, and he runs a lot of like large scale VTuber collaboration. And I don't know, he might be interested in coming on the podcast, or maybe having like one of his VTubers come on the podcast, because he oversees like a group of VTubers, mostly in Malaysia.
Okay.
But he
Anyone
organized
else?
some pretty like impressive projects. Yeah, he did like a 60-person Minecraft lobby or something like that. With like all the VTubers from across Southeast Asia. It was very impressive. Yeah.
Okay. Is this the only one who you want to recommend? Or is there anyone else?
Anyone else? The Chum Drinkers.
The Charm Drinker.
I mean,
Who?
I would
There are
recommend
so
like
many people
anybody
though.
from them. Yeah, I mean, go with whoever like you're interested in speaking to. I think like the most active ones right now are like Athenia would be one. She's like streaming. She's literally streaming now. She's based in the Philippines. We
Okay.
also have Hera from the Philippines. They're all
Okay.
like really active and they play like a variety of games. So interesting people to speak to.
Okay. There's a comment. Jombang Adli masuk rabbit hole VTuber. Don't. Don't. Okay. Is that from these 3 people? Is that all?
Yeah, I think that's all.
Okay. My last question then. Do you have anything to promote?
I feel like the entire podcast has been like my own self-indulgent promoting.
It is supposed to be like that. The intention is actually like for you to like promoting yourself and also for me to get to know more. Hence why. Basically, the spotlight
Yeah.
is for the guest star.
I think if there's anything to promote, I have a lot to promote. There's obviously the Chum Drinkers, which we talked about. So if you have viewers who like Southeast Asian games and stuff, we cover Southeast Asian games and actually international indie games also over on
Okay.
the Chum Drinkers. And we feature at least one game a month. So if you want to meet like more streamers that do indie game stuff, then that's where you want to go. There's obviously like the Magic Rain where I post articles like crazy a lot. So if
Okay.
you want to follow like anime and cosplay and gaming news,
Yeah.
a lot of it is there. As for my own stuff though, because things are becoming a little bit more chill in like this month and next month, things are like a little bit more chill. We don't have too many events, so I should be playing like more games on Steam. I think most likely I will still be co-working a lot. So if you want to like have a place to chill like during the daytime, because I always start around 1 p.m. to and you want like a companion while you work, I do co-working streams a lot. But I also started doing more gaming. But usually I'll do like gaming at night and then co-working in the day. So it's a good balance. Yeah. I
Okay.
think that's pretty much it.
That's a lot though. But it's okay.
And that's only all that I can like talk.
It's
But
okay.
who
It's
knows?
okay.
Maybe later there's other things.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Finally. Thank you so
Thank you
much,
so much
Nat.
for having me.
Okay, now we are going to listen to one more song and I'm going to do a closing session. She's really busy, respect the hustle. It is.
Yeah, I'm very busy. Yeah,
Okay.
if you want to hear more about what I'm working on, I'm always talking about the channel, so feel free to drop by and grill me there.
Okay. Okay, now we are going to listen to one more song after this one, yeah? There is Luther with Za by Kendrick Lamar, requested by Code Joy, and I'm going to do the last segment after this one, closing segment. Okay, without further ado, enjoy the last song, Luther by Kendrick Lamar and Za. I forgot to do something, but perhaps you wanted to say bye-bye and goodbye for anyone who come by to the chat. I forgot to say so because usually
Bye.
there is a place for the guest to say so. In case you want to say goodbye or something for people who have watched your stream. No, the episode since the beginning.
Thank you and goodbye. Thank you so much, though.
Okay,
Good night.
Okay, enjoy the last song. What is this? Luther. Welcome back to Weekly Midnight Radio episode 65. Selamat datang kembali di Weekly Midnight Radio episode ke-65. Kita baru saja mendengarkan satu lagu. Ada Luther dari Kendrick Lamar dengan Za, di request oleh Kode Joy tadi. We just listen to a song, Luther by Kendrick Lamar and Za, as the previous song we just listened, requested by Kode Joy. And now we are going to continue with the last segment, which is the closing session in this segment, in this episode of 65 of Weekly Midnight Radio. Second ya. Where 21 from here. Okay. Attendee. So yeah, thank you so much for every support, whether directly or indirectly. Thank you for everyone who come by to my chat room directly on Twitch. Thank you for everyone who probably just watching quietly on YouTube. Thank you for everyone who probably just watching quietly, listening, lurking in the background. Thank you so much. The episode is actually not pretty long, but thank you. Hopefully it is actually enjoyable and you can always re-watch or re-listen again via Spotify, YouTube, or any other platform on the internet. That's all practically. What am I going to say ya? Today on Twitch, what is going on ya? Makasih Bang, jangan lupa potong poinku tadi. Tidak bisa Bang Raven. Seriously, on Twitch today, what is going on? Second, let me check. There are a few even. There is Shin Gaming who followed me online, and that's all practically. People who come by on Twitch directly today are these people. There are Mas Kun, and then there is Ankiro-kun, Kazeyoru, Garlic Bread SR, Alex, Rio Puccino, Indong, Jason Ugly Boy, Kapten Ozen, Azen Brownie, Styra 101, Kode Joy, Kuronyenye, Natalie Tay, Raven 983, Kata Pasti TV, Reno Velvis, Diachan. That's all practically. Selamat malam, selamat beristirahat. Good sesh as always Bang. Thank you boy. Malam minggu podcast seperti biasa, dan kalau misalnya mau nonton lagi bisa nanti via YouTube atau Spotify seperti biasa. Dan ya kalau misalnya tidak bisa bertanya, tadi kayaknya cooldown atau mungkin ada kata yang tadi kena sensor oleh Twitch, aku nggak bisa potong manual. That's all practically. So yeah, if you guys gonna rest and sleep after this one, have a good rest, have a good sleep. But if you're going to continue with activity, have a good evening, have a good afternoon, have a good night, or have a good day if you're in daytime. That's all practically. There's only one more song after this one. What am I going to play? Armageddon by Espa. That's all practically. See you later. Oh, my next stream going to be tomorrow, Monday, probably 8 p.m. GMT plus 7. That's all practically. See you later. See you next time. Bye bye. Stay safe, stay healthy. Enjoy the last song, Armageddon by Espa.